What a truly insane year. We have
a year nobody saw coming? Well, last time I thought I said that after 2023, there's going to be another year. The game of life will not just be plugged off, and we will experience a number that's one larger. Isn't that crazy? And it's going to be purge year, and it's going to be fucking crazy. My life got purged, alright? Life purged? Yes. Alright? I now control a business venture out of pain that I will hold in my heart. If anyone asks what I want to do in life, noise investigation, bro. Alright? Who's making noise? Who's suffering from noise? And how can we solve this problem, you know? How can we shake some hands and let people know what's going on? If suffering can be reduced, also it's just like, I found 20 noises that I did not thought it was fucking even possible, basically. To just be stuck in 1 year and cause trouble to me. I'm just a dude sitting in a fucking room with a computer. Who knows how purge year was impacting other people? They're not gonna tell me for some reason. So I don't know, man. People not telling their stories. I just scout TikTok and find whatever I can. Collecting 286 clues that it's happening. Two biggest ones obviously being Trump getting shot and causing a blue screen of death across the entire world. But not dying. Crazy. What happened to him? Oh yeah, he got elected because of that. Ah yeah, the dominoes just keep falling, don't they? And now he will control Canada. He will buy Canada. I saw Putin say something really crazy. We're gonna dive into some interesting stuff. I don't know what stuff, because it's what the fuss. It's whatever other people are talking about. Alright? What is the fuss? And the first victim, unfortunately, gonna be Dylan. Man, I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna have to watch your video, okay? Is that
somehow
fine?
attack in history. I mean, we somehow survived eating lunch.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they tried to cause another pandemic with Lunchly, but we survived. Rosanna stopped it single-handedly. At this point, we're gonna laugh at the purge year because a new year is coming. It's called, I call it Vortex year. What's gonna happen in the Vortex year? Well, more insane shit. But let me give you some clues. Alright? When I was purged, my resources were diminished, right? The resource of quietness and peace were kind of crunched from every fucking angle imaginable. They want that shit, bro. They want to take that shit from you. Holy shit, from every angle. You have no idea. Dogs barking, motorcycles running around. Fucking insane. Music playing. I can't stop trying to comprehend the children playing all the way around. And it's not a Christmas song. It's a nightmare. When so much of that is taken away from you without any compensation, only lawsuit can save you now at this point. But that's what was going on. We didn't trigger a lawsuit event, but it could just get worse, right? I was able to poke the bears and just like pop their fucking bubbles and defend my territory to some extent. It's not truly a 100% solution to any of this because I'm fighting alone. But that's what was happening here. The purge is about not giving a fuck about anyone else. It's just like take whatever you want for yourself, blah, 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 and let's see where we go next. The funny thing is, about all these years, is growth is illegal. Alright? Growing outwards and taking things is actually illegal. You're just allowed because we want to see who the bad guys are, and we want to obliterate the shit out of them and take everything we can from them. That's the apocalypse, you know? The apocalypse is very beneficial for evil people. Evil people will grow the heck in this 8-year period, you know? People were celebrating during COVID because pandemic is good for evil people. You know, it triggered something in their brains that never untriggered. Some people like seeing other people suffer, but it's hidden, you know? We're only gonna see it when this evil just keeps growing and taking territory that they're not supposed to. So we allow them to purge. But what is a vortex? First of all, I have no idea. Besides that it has gravity. So it will try to pull me in all sorts of directions. South Korea, check. You know, Russia, check. India vlogging, check. It's all happening right now. Think about traveling. Think about other cultures and all that shit you can go to. All the other countries. Americans, think about Europe because you're going to run away from Trump. Think about move away. Just go. You know, come to us. Come to me. Come to me, over here. Come over here. Everyone's going to fucking say here. That's the new year, my friends. Are you ready to say, heck no, bitch? Get the fuck out of my face. Jesus, it's happening. It's already moving me around. It's already a fucking earthquake shaking bullshit happening. And we have to say no. We have to wait it out because the better opportunity is going to come. The bigger me is going to come. Me. Go with the B-boy. Holy fucking shit. Oh, Jesus. And you're still saying no because there's going to be even a bigger thing happening. Get the fuck out of here. All right? Until the biggest of the biggest thing happen at the end of the year, then you say yes. Or maybe you make one yourself. Bitch. It is going to be an insane year. As you can tell, because my prediction is even like, I don't know, like what, 2 times more vivid? Because it's, we recognize in the year of the purge, it's not too chaotic of what's going on. It's like very sneaky. There's a lot of legal things that you're not able to do. The purge does not just break all the rules, does not turn into anarchy. It turns into anarchy in some parallel way. Because I was scared for my life when people were taking away my quiet time. I'm like, well, if I can't have that, I'll go insane. This is just absolutely absurd. So I'll try to fight back, right? And the problem is not solved. And I'm still scared that people will find out that for 12 hours, they can do whatever the fuck they want. There's no law stopping them. That's when the purge really happens, when people fucking find out of how much shit they can actually get away with. Then I'm scared, man. I'm really scared. Because I can't stop them by just calling police. Maybe I can stop them with a lawsuit, but like, Jesus. It's not going to be easy, man. In other words, you're the one that's supposed to go out and fight, meaning it's also a vortex at the same time. Once you realize what the game is of the purge, then it starts to turn into a vortex as well. Of like, you're the one, if you're there within those 12-hour limits, just personally, maybe in my country, there's quiet hours, there's these fucking hours that piss everyone off, and I'm not sure what other people are suffering from. This is just completely new thing that happened in 2024, completely unique, something nobody's talking about. You know, nobody touched this topic in this particular way, so here you go, guys. You are warned. Let's keep going. And my prediction is set for 2025. Absolutely. Come to me, come to my country, guys.
And watching the talk has become tradition. I looked through all of the news stories I covered in 2024, but this year, I fell to my knees. I don't think anyone realizes how insane 2024 truly was.
I don't think it was insane. It drove me insane, though.
Alex, on the
Man, the video is so entertaining.
first day of the year,
The first day? You think it's not crazy, bro?
100, almost 400
Yeah, Japan was making memes,
people
basically.
on board, killings versus the U.S. government standoff at the border. And remember, people were talking about civil war.
Bro, this isn't... Can you watch this video, the viewer? Can you just watch this video? Because I would have to highlight every second of this thing. But because I don't necessarily need to talk about it, the biggest start of the purge is the farmers. This is the core of everything. Farmers going to riot. I mean, do you know how much power they have over in Europe, at least? That's the fucking elite. And if they do something, you gotta fucking humble yourself down and worry about it a little bit. Because it's a message to the government, but mostly to the population. To the social world. Alright? Because you can do something about it. You can vote with your dollar and buy some more healthy groceries, you know? How about that?
20th into February, and the Apple Vision Pros dropped, and we all... well, they've discontinued now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here, to be honest.
Tucker Carlson interviewed bombshell documentary, Quiet on Set. Then March was the month where
Diddy boy!
Diddy's mansions was hit with the most powerful earthquake they've had.
Oh, wow. Japan into Taiwan. They share some earthquakes
In
together.
25 years, first person to run the entire length of Africa. Well, today, blocking celebrities became a trend. E-crash.
People are searching for ways to claim some power. That's the purge. It's just like hungry for power. That is destructive power. It's like anarchistic, very much behavior.
An announcement about North Korea. Ultimately kicked off his replacement with Kamala. Chris Tyson left Mr. Beast due to allegations of inappropriate behavior. Stuff really ate from
What happened here?
as well.
Documenting, bro. Fucking the stub that was sitting in South Korea's seat.
Oh man. So people
What, Finland's president is
see that you ate from South Korea's. Yet another major hurricane hit Florida and flooded in the Sahara Desert.
What? How?
Tesla, Peanut the squirrel, was killed. In which women carry out.
Is 4B movement still a thing? Don't answer that question. That was a vortex.
Four no's. Still going.
Are you sure?
Which epically failed and caused him
Or did it fail? Did
to
he?
get impeached, collapsed.
Maybe he didn't want to be president anymore.
The German government shut down.
Again.
Seriously, there's a whole new meaning. Sacrifice. This one is for every single one of you.
Why Europeans do that? Why is subscribing bad? It's a sacrifice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, wow. I feel that.
Into 2020.
Alright, so predict, guys. How many vortexes are we gonna find? Because that is the search. We can make it interesting. We can make the year interesting. Just accept the people's desperation to harvest sort of like an event, create events and harvest as many people into it. You wouldn't just be subscribing to something, you would be going to meet your favorite YouTuber. favorite 60 favorite YouTuber. Alright. So Dylan is out, but we have so much information already to look through. Get ready. Get ready. We dive in. Let's collect all the insights that other people have and see how many vortexes can we already spot. Bam slam.
That this whole Luigi case is fake. There's no way that this is real. Bro is facing life in prison, and he just hit the camera with a... This has to be marketing for an upcoming movie. And why is there so many officers around this guy at all times? Like, did they let this dude into the courtroom with a weapon? How is he a threat in this situation? The craziest shit is that he's not even phased. He's chill as fuck. He pleaded not...
My best guess is the government has to exaggerate the importance of the case. But at the same time, it gets very weird.
Smiling in the courtroom, he's got 20 girls showing up for him. This shit is, it can't be real. This shit has to be fake. This dude is really our generation's Ted Bundy, and the crazy part is that I don't even think it was him. And that's the same thing that they were saying about Ted Bundy, but he definitely did that shit. I honestly think that this guy is just their scapegoat, and the only reasoning that I have for it is just from the first pictures that we saw of the actual guy and Luigi, their eyebrows were like completely different. That's all I got. And the way that he's just so nonchalant in the courtroom, he's smiling. I feel like they're just not gonna find enough evidence that it's him other than they look alike. And what is he looking at? Is this dude mogging the jury right now? There is no reason.
But in a way, if he did it, he already got all the attention, just sucked in all the policemen into his own vortex. Basically, the government just lost its mind if this is real. And it's more likely to be real in a way. If a government really cares about something, it's not a lie. Almost, it could be turned into a lie because they care so much. They put so much effort to the point where it feels fake. But yeah, let's start increasing Vortex. Vortex is at 37. What Dylan actually forgot about is the Chase Bank glitch. Maybe he didn't mention it vividly enough, but that was a fucking big-ass deal. Holy shit.
That you should be making this face in a courtroom, bro. This shit has to be fake. Someone asks, have I ever drawn a cat within my endless paper world? Now I have. I've actually drawn a few cats, but my favorite cat, which, you know, we've already passed maybe one or two.
We're already doing the Vortex simulation, basically. It's crazy.
My favorite cat is actually very, very...
Can I capture a Vortex
cat, but that is not the one we were
for a screenshot?
that we are looking...
Here it is. That's a pretty good one. I think it's useless to do something like this, but it's quite fascinating at the same time.
All the way in this vortex, if you go into the eyeball and go into the...
And he mentions the vortex in the first place. That's why I kept this. I liked it. I liked it to put things into my collection. It doesn't mean some kind of emotional investment in a way. So this guy uses a bunch of weird items to paint Grinch, saying it's $0. Look at this shit. That's color green, boy. That is so impressive because in the end, there's not a lot of difference going on here. It's not really $0, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, it's not $0 because you have to spend time and effort as well. Let's not fucking get into that. That's kind of weird. It's basically the same. The same quality, like, what the hell?
Hey, bro, Merry Christmas.
I love this so much, bro.
Hey, bro, Merry Christmas.
Thanks, mate. Scott, Merry Christmas.
Thanks, mate.
It kind of shows the... If you operate this as an NPC, that's what you would do, and it's like, well, problem out. Problem solved. We all owe each other some fucking value, and we can just exchange that as a debt. So that is clearly not the way, not to just in debt. All of a sudden, everyone's in debt to give gifts and all that shit. That's not how it's done.
Was he justifiably detained?
Lawyer's reaction.
Excuse me, officer. What's your badge number?
Good girl.
Now it takes a lot of guts
Good boy, though.
and a tremendous amount of gumption to walk up to a police officer.
By the way, I love this. I am sucked into the vortex of this lawyer, bro, listening to lawyer bullshit, because I need to defend myself, potentially, and protect others.
That you know will likely lead to your arrest. To analyze this video, you have to look at it through the lens of someone who was not a police officer. That is going up to someone and saying something to them that is sexually suggestive. Does that result in a crime being committed? If you continuously go up to someone and make sexual innuendo to that individual, that could lead to charges of criminal harassment. Because even if
I'm scared a little bit, though. It's kind of could be copyrighted.
something explicit,
I don't know.
you know what you're doing. The exact same thing applies to this police officer as well, but it requires continuous contact. Going up to someone one time, saying something that might be deemed offensive, and then going about your merry way, technically is legal, even if it's really weird. The officer should have asked him to leave, and if he refuses to do so, then she could arrest him for harassment. But because it was not continuous, it means that this was unjustifiable force.
Well, what happened here? What happened? There's no letters. It's blocked, usually on top. Oh
So
my
here
God.
are 10 films that I always recommend, but people never watch. I did this 2 years ago.
Somehow he recommends some kind of South Korean movie.
Because it is in Korean and it is in subtitles, people don't watch it, but honestly, you will never ever forget this film.
Alright, maybe it's one of those things I have to do. Instead of going to South Korea, how about that, right? Just watch movies. Is Japanese love?
United Healthcare's claim denial rate drops even 1% this year. Luigi Mangioni's action will have been wildly successful for population health. United receives over 1 billion claims every year and rejects
And that's why he's so smug, you
about
know?
32% of them. 1% would be over 10 million claims. I'm not saying you have to agree with it, I'm not saying you have to like it or find it moral, but if it's Brian Thompson on one side of the scale and 10 million other people's healthcare on the other, it's no wonder a lot of people aren't outraged. If United...
You know who that is? Amy Winehouse.
Apparently that's Lady Gaga, too. What the fuck?
I promise you.
It's hard to
It'll be
believe.
Okay. It passes. That uncomfortable feeling that you're feeling, that your whole world is flipping inside out.
What the hell, man? The ears are completely different. Yeah. I would be able to detect personalities to double check, right? To give another layer. The personality is also something people cannot change and flip. So whatever this guy is detecting to be, you know, a copy of a celebrity, like Lady Gaga never died. Like, often enough, the person actually like died. Or Amy Winehouse died or something? Yeah, probably that, yeah. Okay. Interesting.
This doesn't mean we're in a dystopia. It actually means 4 dystopias at the same time. It's Orwellian because the elite that control the healthcare...
And unfortunately, I don't understand this video too much. I would need to know what dystopia is of, like... Well, dystopia is probably, like, disintegration of humanity. But at the same time, hey, just because of Luigi exposure, we're living in 4 dystopias? That's... I don't know, man. Maybe he's looking too deep into this, so I'm gonna skip this one. It has very complicated words, okay?
His name's Luigi.
This one you can watch for yourselves. I guess I liked it, because I liked it.
And he ends up eating.
Yeah, basically, Ray William just told a full story as best as he can.
Trying to get there generally don't.
Also, I know that this part usually is copyrighted.
The US politics in the last few decades was pretty simple. Basically, the swing voters have been rinsing and repeating the same process over and over again. When the economy is in crisis, they vote for a Democrat to save it. And then when the economy is good, they vote for a Republican to prevent social mobility. In other words,
this idea is very good, and I came up with it as well.
The swing voters are assholes, but they're smart assholes. When the cake is too...
Exaggerating.
small. They're like, let's bring in some experts and technocrats and make the cake bigger. But when the cake grows bigger, which creates more opportunities for underprivileged groups, they're like, oh no.
It's a pendulum swing base. Left and right, they have their own ways of saving the world. So left eats the cake, and they're very concerned that everyone gets their own slice, and it's diversity. We diversify the cake slices so nobody goes hungry, and the right picks up, is just like, we gotta bake more cakes and all that shit. It's like very intense stuff going on. All right, on both sides. And obviously, at the end of the cake run, the left degenerates to insane levels. Almost like not realizing how much work the cake was to make in the first place. They're getting detached from what it takes. So like the right just swings back and says, okay, you need to see what it takes to make a cake. You don't understand how much work it takes. You're just splitting the cake and spreading it all over the place. This idea is good, and I had it. That the right wing is about work and the left wing is about partying, basically. So, moving on.
Hey, what's this? Yep, peanuts. And what are peanuts? Correct, they are legumes.
Those are cucumbers,
They're
actually.
not nuts. Good job.
Or
What about
tomatoes.
this? Yeah, almonds. Fun fact. These aren't nuts either, just like pistachios aren't nuts. And
Listen to that, MatPat,
just
okay?
like cashews
Sit down.
aren't nuts. These are all, in fact, droops. Yes, droops. Most of the things that we call nuts are not actually nuts. You want to know what is a nut? Acorns. There are culinary and botanical definitions. Generally, for food, we go with the culinary one. Basically, if it looks like a nut, acts like a nut, and tastes like a nut, giggity, it is, in fact, a nut. If we went with a botanical definition and I asked you to grab me some berries, you could come back with a bowl full of cucumber and pumpkin. And technically, you would be correct. In fact, in my recent YouTube video where Oakley was eating corn and I said, eat your veggies, someone was like, corn's not a vegetable, it's a grain. Well, botanically speaking, it's a fruit, but culinary-wise, in this form, we consider it a grain, while in this form, we consider it a vegetable. My point in all this is maybe let's not get so
It gets weird. Definitions do get weird. Just wanted to put it out there. This guy is super interesting to me. The guy who wants you to cook food for $100 but has to go into your home. But the experience of like asking someone of who's gonna reject the dude and who's gonna accept it and how friendly the people are gonna be and who's gonna do it, right? So a lot of black people doing it. A lot of people from like high level difficulty places, you would say.
Well, this is heavy cream too. And Tracy, what's your big?
Obviously, people who have a lot to lose, they're not going to be kind to people. And that's what actually unites us together to attack the rich people, is people who are friendly with each other, who want to be friendly, and not just hide in their fucking dens filled with gold, you know, and capitalistic ideologies.
One of the chief.
And the more you watch that, the less racist you are. So, fucking go to work.
Jobs
all right?
of masculinity. And if you are...
Oh, yeah, it's good.
One of the chief jobs of masculinity is to protect femininity.
It's another idea I just discovered in a way, that women would fall off from this, like, social bubble that they thrive in. They can be very good versions of themselves. Men have to just kind of survive and deal with the nature for the time being until the correct female falls into your hands and you never let her go, you know? And maybe she will bring you back to those social circles because you just have that power now. You just have that special pass into a normal world, or what seems normal, but I have lost it as I grew up. I'm just lonely and fucking sad, in a way. To the point where anyone who wants, you can just call me incel and get banned, because that's the next step. You think I'm gonna take it? You think I like sadness? No, I don't fucking embrace sadness. No one needs that shit. But they bathe in it too. These fucking morons. The haters, you know? But it's the protection of women. As they slowly fall apart, because there's not enough space for all of them. And not enough resources to just go around. So at some point, you know, the female gets closer and closer, and maybe even passes you, because you're not connecting. She's not accepting you as our partner. Maybe she's too egoistic and just tries to go deeper and dig for something, or for more protection. Maybe she sees you as not protective enough. My best quality is to not let people be bored, and that's the most productive you will ever be. If you don't want to be bored, if you have plenty of things to do, over and over again, you have some reason to wake up and you're not feeling overly drained. And you have sanity and control over your life. This is the fucking thing that I can put for a relationship. If not more. Alright?
For violence, but the honing all of that.
And at the same time, you're protecting people because, like, you are in this, like, violent place where that grows you physically, mentally, like you're fighting a lot of people. You don't want women to go through that, and they don't want to go through that either, so they should naturally ask you for a little bit of help and guidance, right? Because they're starting to lose friends, they're starting to get backstabbed, all that shit. And I saw that, I lived through that, and I wasn't asked for anything, and I'm like, well, that's sad. I mean, we can't have a relationship if you're not asking for anything. Maybe they have delusion that someone better exists in the world. But at the same time, it's a big enough insult for me to just move on with my life.
I don't think it's months that Congresswoman was missing, and they didn't fire her, they didn't replace her, none of that. They found her in a nursing home because she has dementia! Because of course she does! She's 81! What other job could you disappear for 6 months and still have a job? You wouldn't even have a house!
Fucking government is rage bait at this point. At government, you have to fight against all the old people viciously, because those are the ones that are not productive anyways. And gotta go, bro. You gotta fight all the people who are just wasting time being there and wasting people's money being there. You gotta fight them to extract their knowledge and set them free. It's almost like government is secretly a graveyard at the same time. I mean, Trump is pretty old too, by the way.
Can I pause real quick? I have.
That's the moment, guys. That's the honey prediction Markiplier moment.
I have a natural distrust of honey. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I naturally distrust honey. And I don't... Okay, all right, guys. All right, we're going to stop. Everyone listen. I don't know what it is, but my gut tells me that nothing in life is free. So where's all these savings coming from?
Everything in life is business.
And like the money that people get from honey, I don't trust it. They push so much advertising. They push so much advertising on YouTube. They do brand deals with other YouTubers. I think they've even offered me. And I said no, because I just don't.
Yes, the normal way to connect the dots, basically, and be suspicious. And it turns out to be a correct suspicion. How did they make money? What did they steal?
I've designed and 3D printed a lot of plants, but these are the top 5 most useful. This is a lily pad that holds your drinks while you're at the pool. The petals grab onto the can so it doesn't spill to keep your drink dry. This is a moon cactus that unfolds to hold your phone when you're at the table. And since the stem spins all the way around, you can put it right back into the pot when you're done watching. But if you're trying to keep
Wait, that's not that useful.
Which plant is the most useful? You can take a pen from the bamboo ends and write on a post-it note from the built-in dispenser. The second most useful plant makes your house smell better because it has a spot for incense and these fan blade leaves to spread the smell around your room. But the number 1 most useful plant is this cactus coaster set.
There is a huge consciousness shift happening on our planet, and quite frankly, no one knows what the fuck they're doing. No one wants to work a job anymore. No one wants to have a boss and be a little bitch for someone else.
Let me watch this for you because I'm not sure where she's gonna go with this. I think I saved it just for that reason.
into the fifth dimensional
Get the fuck out of here, man. Jesus
reality.
Christ.
Third dimensional reality to save you that you are not provided for, you are not taken care of, and you are not loved. None of this was ever true.
Well, people will be forced to take care of each other. That's just how it works. Forced. The world is like actually descending deeper and deeper into darkness. But a lot of people, because they are darkness themselves, they think that's a good opportunity to grow. For me, it's a good opportunity to grow because a lot of pressure is being put onto me. But I'm not actually growing. It's just pressure building up, you know. The moment I will grow is I will copy and paste all this pressure, not release it and just let everything bloat. But the crystallized formation will be replicated over and over again based on how much pressure I can actually take without, you know, messing things up and going the opposite way, you know, giving in to the idea that we will grow during the apocalypse, during the bad times, on other people's lawns.
Connected.
Made by design, guys. No, it's just a level of crisis we have reached to the point where it dissolves all the good stuff in life. And again, when things are getting dissolved, you try to hide yourself, a smaller version of yourself, and hide it from all these fucking strange creatures who are greedy and increasingly evil. When you become evil, you feel that you have more power. You know, more power. But what actually is going on, you're unshackling yourself from morals, and you're doing more things. And you're discovering of destructive power that you have that will get avenged at some point. But people cannot avenge when they're in crisis. They're just trying to save their asses right now and then connect. And when they connect, then they pick up a punch and destroy your pathetic little evil life that you exposed to everyone, that you're evil. You know, because you got sucked into and consented to being evil and growing in evil ways and not caring about people. You know, and starting the hunt, basically, that I did not subscribe to, but I was looking forward to, you know. I saw it coming. Now that I'm smaller in a way, and I'm willing to kind of like leave my room and find a better place to stay. I mean, the vortexes are gonna open up and it's just like, come here to me. I will help you and all that shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, now that the good people are small enough, they're gonna be picked up by the winds and pushed around, basically. Go here, this person will help you. Okay.
Worthy, you are in for.
Yeah, naturally, we are loving people, we care about each other, and we solve each other's problems naturally. Until the universe just kind of splits us apart. Then we can't quite do that anymore. Oh, babies, fuck off.
Putin finally made a super clear statement about why he started the war. He's been vague for years, but not this time. The dude really spilled his guts.
Знаете, когда у нас все спокойно, размеренно, стабильно, нам скучно. Застой. Хочется движухи.
We want to act. That's all it takes to understand what Russia was actually planning to do. Create chaos and havoc and a war is just what they want. They just went full psycho mode at this point. That's what the apocalypse does. It just levels you up. From level 3, Russia went to level 4. The psychotic Russia that wanted to claim power. How do we claim power? Well, just like bully everyone and see who fucking breaks. It was a very desperate attempt to fight stagnation. Obviously, right? Human sacrifice? He doesn't feel shame for it. He should have been fucking killed on the spot with these words in his mouth. Like, it's insanity. With that smug on his face, fucking crazy.
Как только начинается движуха, все
As soon as you drink vodka, you feel like, ooh, you know? Fucking piece of shit. You start to get scared of everyone. You want to run away from universe. Everything measured by economics. By brain damage. He became Chinese, look at that. He's so happy he became Chinese right there. There and then.
Diversionary.
But I don't know what the fuck he's bringing up all of a sudden. Diversionary war? That's not what Putin was talking about.
War.
Okay, he's not talking in the right directions. Discard. This girl just came out and started scaring everyone. What the fuck happened here?
I have been in
Different planets. And yet I found this concept to be the new concept for me. Especially doing the Vortex here. It's like America level 1, Europe level 2. We have level 3 Russia, bro. The difficulty of life rises. And it's technically different culture, different planets that you try to escape because you don't want to live in level 3 if you're not getting enough benefits from that. You know, the benefits of living in level 3 is that the bad guys are easier to defeat because they will be fighting each other anyways, right? You're just going to be in some secure location and there's not enough rules. You can just shoot the bad guy. Fuck yeah. We continue living on and not bothered by anyone, basically. And it's almost like Putin was like welcoming all these criminals because in Russia, everything is legal as long as you have enough money to travel and do shit, you know, and be robbed slowly. But if you're stronger and better than the bad guys, you're probably going to live a pretty good life and people are going to just submit to your will and not let you be harmed in any way in these high-level places. But she fucking exaggerates this thing to insanity, bro, for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Damn.
Thailand.
I felt like 14 days in Thailand was actually 14 years. Where is Thailand? Over here. Alright, so it's kind of level 4 territory at this point.
That I feel like I'm on a fucking different planet.
Technically, I would probably go 1,000 times faster. So yeah, maybe she's correct.
My life in California feels like I have not existed in that reality on that planet for fucking eons. It is the wildest, most bugged out experience.
All of this is because of fear, because you're experiencing something special in your life that you haven't experienced. You're being tested in some kind of fascinating ways, culturally. American traveling anywhere would be tested, you know, and would think that it's a new planet.
Currently experiencing.
She does not explain, however, what actually is going on. Just went on this like irrational explanation without any real substance. Here you go, another vortex, guys.
I entered into like what my dogs smell like.
Oh yeah, you should remember what your dogs smell like, though.
I haven't seen them in those
I hope you didn't turn into a demon, though.
far away. It's this like dimensional planet portal
There you go, vortex confirmed.
matrix that is Thailand, and time felt like in California.
It also depends on how much you grow, how many people you meet, how many friends you make, what happens throughout those 14 days, how much progress you can do in those 14 days. I don't know what actually is going on because she's not telling us a full extent of this. This is just 2 minute clip, but yeah, sure. First vacation.
In California, do you understand what I'm saying?
No, stop lying though.
I feel like I've got so much to share with y'all, but
Different countries, different fucking planets, bro.
I officially left the portal that is South Korea. Okay, was literally 10 years ago.
There's another thing that it's a psychological phenomenon, I guess. would call it world of intentions, because intentions is what's gonna like suck you in and change your life. So you sort of constantly feel the tension of other people's will to change you, you know, to give you some crazy experience and to make a permanent mark in your life. Right? The intensity is rising, especially when you're experiencing new things entirely. Your brain has to sort of adapt to the fact that, like, when a new game comes out, you're gonna play it for like 5 years, right? So that's the best interpretation. She's not giving me enough information still.
Tuned to what I'm attuned to.
I would also say, when you're level 4, you should be scared. And if you're not scared, feeling scared yet, if you're not scared, then still some of your body or feelings are gonna start tuning out and starting to make you go insane. So that's another factor of what's going on. She's just going insane, and there's nothing we can do about it. Because again, if she gets in the hands of someone who can have power over her, it's over. You know, her life is fucking toast. She's a completely different person all of a sudden. She will lose her soul and identity. And that's the difficulty levels, bro. You will lose yourself if you're... you should be willing as like one person. If you're one person, if you're lonely, you should not travel. You should not increase your level. You should fucking run. That's not where you belong, you know? All the roads lead to America, okay? Until you find love and passion to explore and be curious and build empire and whatnot. But at the moment, she sounds like she's lonely and scared and gonna be approached by a person who can fucking handle that situation. And it's disturbing, you know? And fears will make you say a lot of irrational things, and a lot of fears will come out of your mouth as like the most craziest concepts, you know, that you still try to rationalize. But look at this thing, by the way. Welcome to Australia, baby. Level 5. You don't want to go to Australia, baby. It's not humans that run Australia anymore. It's the wildlife. Really, really wildlife. Those are the fucking rulers, bro. It's crazy.
There's a special place
shit.
in hell for the person who decided to reduce the output speed at gas pumps and install advertisements there. Particularly...
Amen.
We
Amen,
just designed
boys.
this infinitely modular storage.
Amen.
Strong and mean we can move any...
And now you can move things around. Congratulations. It's secure and in place, and that's it. Just engineering is so enlightening to look at.
Did you know not too long ago there was...
We had ether instead of 4 elements. That's crazy. By the way, this is exactly the correct order of the elements: fire, air, water, and earth. This is exactly the way it's supposed to be portrayed. It actually looks like this. This is where fire is, this is where wind, because the order is actually water, earth, fire, wind. I like matter instead of water because it conflicts with wind. It's that way. But in terms of like height, yeah, that's where it's at. Those are the heights. So I find it very cool that someone found it.
There and that pole there are casting shadows on the ground.
The earth is flat, guys. Oh my god.
That shadow is going that direction. That shadow is going that direction. And the claim is that proves that that sun is local. Otherwise, the shadows would be straight and parallel. Well, they actually are parallel. This is just a perspective. Now let's look at another perspective. Up.
Hey, don't come back. Here you go. I don't know, it's just some people need to know that.
Cancel all the plans you have for 2025 because The Simpsons has already predicted the future.
I need to watch this. This is some crazy fucking video. We're not gonna do it this time.
The ones that have got all the money, you know, the yacht houses like mine, you know how they made their money? By not going to university.
Amen.
I don't wanna break your heart, it's not what I'm into.
Amen.
GTA4's driving mechanics requires skill and patience to maneuver a car at high speeds without crashing. The best way I can describe the relationship between...
It was beautiful. GTA 5 just felt like such a fucking weird, floaty game. Such an alive game. It's hard to like master in a way. Especially when it came out and your computer barely kind of run the damn game at the same time. It was quite an experience.
You have to actually corner properly, brake before you turn, accelerate out of it. Everything upsets or alters the weight distribution of your car. Here are just a few examples. Some roads are literally...
And GTA 5 scrapped that and turned it into a fucking cartoon. Even the way car crashes, it's crazy in GTA 4. I would love to show you the whole thing,
let me
but...
get this straight. 2 astronauts, right? Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore went out for a space mission, an 8-day space mission, back in June. They get trapped out in space on accident, wasn't planned. But they just posted a picture today wearing Christmas hats. Lock in, okay? Let me explain this to you. They went out for an 8-day mission.
Amen.
Each planet has 12 pentagons, no matter the size. If the planet was just made out of hexagons, there'd be no curve.
Amen. There's 5 pentagons, guys. And the planet is made out of hexagons, so it could bend the hexagons. Amen. Ava Max is so cool, guys.
So you mean to tell me that group of some of the most well-known flat earthers went to Antarctica to prove that the Earth is flat?
But who knows what actually happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, if I mysteriously go missing after I drop this video, then just know I'm super...
Well, at least people stop talking about those drones.
How many times can I catfish the same guy on Tinder?
This is the best shit ever, bro. This guy's walking purge, bro. Insane. Walking definition of purge.
Argyle?
Yeah?
I'm so excited for this date. I'm Lexi. I'm so excited to meet you.
No, I'm not doing this, man. No.
You're not doing
No.
We could have had a wonderful date.
Have a day.
I'll see you later. I hope that Argyle is excited for his next date with Aubrey.
What's up? It's me, Aubrey.
Hear me out. Hear me out. This time I'm Aubrey.
Dude,
I'm Aubrey for real this time. No, I'm Aubrey.
Free.
Look.
I'm gonna call the cops.
You can't call the cops on me. You can't call the cops on Drake.
I've been catfished by the same guy like twice, and I just want to make sure.
Traumatized, bro.
Real person.
Yeah, I'm real.
Not my day. Yeah, you're real. This is gonna be awesome. All right, cool. I'll see you soon.
See ya.
What? Oh, no, it's me. I'm Sabrina.
How do you keep getting me, man?
How do I keep getting you? You keep matching with me.
Get the away from me.
No, why can't we go on a date?
I don't know.
We can do one date.
It's the best shit ever, bro. It's like, what? Who that guy be, bro? Insane. Wow, he made a friend. He put a table with a bunch of food on it, bro. Easy, that's how you do it, bro. Although it's kind of still awkward. It's really weird, bro.
Because if TikTok's really about to be banned this time, I'm going to start saying how I really fucking feel. I might lose followers for what I'm about to say, but I want y'all to listen close, because I'm going to say this shit with my whole fucking chest this time. Y'all ready? The United States government, who historically can't agree on a fucking thing, agreed on banning an app before they ever did a single fucking thing to help stop your kids from getting killed in their fucking classrooms. And I'm going to double down on that shit. Y'all thought I was done? Fuck nah. If as many CEOs got shot and killed in this country as kids who get shot and killed in their fucking schools, then the government might actually fucking do something about it.
As many grown people were shot and killed. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Well, if mental illness combines itself with a gun, then yes. Funny enough. You don't want this on your mind, guys. You do not. You don't want
breaking
this.
news right now, Germany's government has officially collapsed.
I don't know what that means, though.
United States.
I don't know what that means.
The English language was created by English.
This guy is funny.
The New York CEO who had his Lamborghini pooped in by his employees.
I don't know if this is true. This is crazy. Named the CEO of... Yeah. Oh my god, you can put on a tire on the wheel. Shablam, guys.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
I mean, look, I read today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome
What
being
I
taken
said
from
is
her
you can
mother?
pick anything
How
you
dare
want
you?
up, but the bottom line
How
is very
dare
clear.
you?
When you
How
cross
absolutely
the border
dare you,
illegally,
sir?
Now to the story of a pig that is inspiring others. One pot-bellied pig has certainly endured his share of problems. Chris P. Bacon was born without the use of his...
That's so sad. What are we gonna do with this pig, guys?
Yeah, you have to read this story.
Look out for a man who robbed a store. We do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay. Oh, and now I'm getting word that police actually caught this guy. Thanks to the sketch, no doubt. So, here's a picture of the real guy next to the sketch that led to his arrest.
Where's the pointy chin?
It's uncanny, Lisa.
he told me, he said, okay, I'm on my way.
Why your dad? Is he your superhero?
Yes.
Road's closed. I sure hope it is.
Apparently in 1 year, something really changed.
With the shipping industry or something? I don't know. Someone let me know. You guys ever see those TikTok videos where it's like the abandoned street view and it's like that song? Wait 1 second.
UK's best town.
Wow. Road.
That's Purge right there, boys. That was Purge uncovered in your face. If you know what's going on in the UK, you would understand. I'm hoping it's the last point of Purge. How do we end this video,
An
guys?
engineering degree is the most powerful degree you can
Amen.
The Western media says that China is hiding their homeless people.
Engineering, because think about all the things you can do to your home with engineering. How you can benefit and improve your lifestyle. It's crazy. And all the items that you can possibly buy and maybe even build a fucking house, bro. Or hook up your house with all kinds of, potentially life-easing devices and just fix your home as well when something breaks. Engineering is just insanely OP, bro.
Whatever you do, don't
And then do tasks faster, potentially.
look for homeless people
And more efficiently.
in China.
I don't know what this guy is so smug about, but that just sounded scary, dude.
You know, there's an alternative universe in China called Wuling, which is all the Kung Fu master live.
I don't know. What is this?
I've done it. Right here.
Okay, let's not talk about drones, though. That's not going to be the ending. No, that's weird.
The government has you fooled into thinking you have to do what it says. I mean, let's look at it.
Amen.
I think these drones are...
No.
I walked out because it was worthless. It was the...
Fuck off.
President Donald Trump just announced that when he takes...
Fuck yeah, dude. The biggest amen ever.
Get rid of daylight savings time. It's gone.
Please, kill hours too.
Finito, done. No more springing forward. No more falling back. No more being late or early for...
Another reason... It's a vortex, bro, to America. Let's fucking go. That one reason.
Church. In a post on Truth Social, he wrote, "The Republican Party will use its best efforts to eliminate daylight savings time."
Let's go, bro. Everyone cheer and thank you guys for watching.
Shampoo is a massive scam. If you stop using...
I did stop using shampoo, by the way. It was a struggle, though.
Journalist Kim Ho-jun showed up to the National Assembly today and told the Korean people that Yoon Suk-yeol had originally planned to start a war with North Korea. He was going to kidnap specific people who he thought were a threat to him, including Kim.
You can see there's a lot of narrative going on, and I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but
Jun and the opposition leader Lee Jae-myung.
let's just say that's for next videos to come, because there's a lot of drama is happening, okay? And that's the real focus, like American
Other
plan.
people, then frame them to be pro-North Korea and say that North Korea did it. He even prepared North Korean uniforms and drones to use as props, and he was even going to use chemical weapons. He was going to kill American soldiers to provoke the US to start a war with North Korea. Yoon Suk-yeol's wife, Kim Gun-hee, who's actually the real person in charge, has dreams of becoming a leader of a united Korea. She has been planning this with retired military people. Like, they were even going to stage an assassination attack on their own ruling party leader, just so they can say North Korea did it and have a reason to go.
Well, now we see a more clear intentions going on in South Korea, but yeah, that's probably going to be quite a place for next year. Keep an eye on everything. In order to avoid Vortex year sucking you in, you have to care about lots of things, you know, and be hopeful for lots of things. It's just like relationship. A woman comes into your life, knocks on your door, and that's your love of your life? Nah, bro. I hope she's ready to be used so you can find more women, you know, in case you need more, so you can care about more. If one country knocks on your door, you ask them to force you to care about all the countries in the world, not just one. If a vortex opens up and sucks in a bunch of random people, then those random people can be extracted for knowledge about various places. Even one vortex can be used. And so, if you do get sucked in, make sure that's the best vortex you can possibly get. I'm not discouraging people to change their plans, but this is what I'm going to be keeping my eye on. And you should be subscribed. You watched the whole video, right? You subscribe, right? We're in this together. See you guys next time.